Good morning. This is, I had somebody ask me, what do I put together for door knocking? And I've actually had several people, agents, call me about all this. So I just want to kind of take you through that, what I take door knocking. It's very simple. Obviously, you want to carry something that's really light on your person. There's a few things that you may want to consider before you go. Number one is you may want to consider applying with the city to do a background check and get a permit to solicit. It's a solicitation permit. Usually it's around $75 for 6 months. With the city of Wiley, that was that cost. Murphy has another one. I was thinking of door knocking over there. Right now, I just have my City of Wiley solicitor's permit. And the reason why is because to me, I'm not going anywhere else. The next thing you want to have is your name tag. You're going to want to put it on your arm. That if you're going to shake their hand, it'll be on the shoulder of whichever hand you shake with. Most people naturally shake with their right hand. It's always awkward when you shake somebody's left hand, isn't it? So you want to have your name tag right here. I try to put it as high as I can just so they can see it by my face. I know it's very, very specific. Some of these things that I'm going to tell you right now are very detailed. And let me flip the camera around and show you what I carry. Alright, so this is an idea of what I carry right here. I have 2 or 3 Mike Mazik Realty folders. Inside those folders is just the natural stuff that they put in there. I'm sure to put a business card in the little slot where it goes, and I put those right there. And then I have 3 to 4 of these trifold pamphlets that I get from the Client Concierge. And what you want to do is you want to actually take a business card and staple it to the top of that. So you'll just take one and staple it to each top of each pamphlet, right, like that. And that way they're contacting you. So any of the leads, last thing you want to do is go door knocking for another agent on the team to go get a listing and call in to the company when you've done all the legwork to go get it. The other thing that you take is 20 to 30 business cards, depending on how many houses you have. And I simply just put those in my pocket. I don't know if I can show you or not, but I just simply put them right here. And when I'm at the door, I take one out and I put it in my other finger like this while I'm holding all of my books. And I'm going to show you that in a second. And that way, as soon as they answer the door, I give them the card as I say, "Hi, my name's Stephen Taylor, and I am a real estate agent. I just want to introduce myself to you today in the neighborhood. I live here in Wiley, and I also specialize here in Wiley. Do you or anyone you know thinking about selling a house in your neighborhood? Any neighbors that you know, that kind of thing." And then another thing that we do is, or that I do, is I have my fancy door knocking notebook. My kids have decorated it for me, as you can see. They've ripped some pages out, which is just killing me. But what I do is I actually have a paper clip right here for all my past pages. You know, this information right here is gold. I mean, if every realtor had access to what I have access to right now, I bet you they'd pay me for that, just for the chance of knowing what's going on in a community. I put a clamp clip on the last few pages, so that way when I'm out there, they're not blowing around. That's the only reason why I clip these. Other than right here, the paper clip on this one is to basically be able to flip open really fast to the street that I'm on, and I make a note on every house that I go to, every single one. The temptation is to not make a note, and I'll tell you about that in another video. Over here is where I keep my comps. So if I'm walking a neighborhood, I make sure that I have comps. I go back a whole year so that I can really get a good perspective and have a lot of information in front of me. Some neighborhoods may not have that many solds in a year, so in a year or half a year. So what I do is I go back a year and I get all the square footage from every one of them. I study these comps in the car before I get out to do my door knocking, and here's the way it looks when I carry everything with me. And this is exactly what I do. It's a little complicated, but you get used to it after a while. I stack those 3 things on top of the 2 folders. Business cards go in my pocket. Door knocking notebook goes here. And I have I don't have it with me, but I have a click pin that I can click, and I hold it like this. Literally, when I'm going door to door, I just grab that, I open it up to where it needs to be, I write my note right there, close it up, and go to the next house. Hope this helps. This is exactly what I do to get listings, and it's a lot of fun. It's interesting. You meet a lot of interesting people. If you have any questions, you can always contact me at staylor7925 @gmail.com. Have a great day.